I found this on the web. Dave, and one more time. Check it out.
Greetings, Professor Falcon.
Hello, Joshua.
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play. How about a nice game of chess?
And 3.
Go. Number one. Here we are.
Hey, yeah. Hey. How you doing, America? You're welcome in advance.
Yeah. Do you really want to know the answer to that?
Oh, geez, let's start. Okay. Yeah. we were going at it for a while, realized, we never hit record. Yeah.
Maybe a good thing.
Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm Dave.
I'm Juan.
And this is Dave and Juan.
More time.
That's right. The World at War edition.
Ain't a movie, ain't a video game.
Yeah, I don't think it's technically the world. Depending on what channel you watch. I don't.
Yeah.
So it's hard to keep up. You know, we try to put a Bayou, like a Bayou spin on this. Try to figure out how would you describe what's going on. You know, first of all, with Canada. So Canada apparently, I don't know what happened there. They just said, we're done. We're gonna play. We're gonna be East Germany for 2 weeks, and then say, "Nah, it's okay." It's like,
yeah, we're French.
We're good. We're still Canada.
Thank
Yay! Yay! Because if the Canada thing would have went on for another week or two, they'd have pulled out Bryan Adams and they'd have done a song. You know, they'd have just ended.
Yeah, we were the world.
No, theirs was "Tears Are Not Enough." That was a David Foster. Oh yeah, it's actually a pretty good song. Pound for pound, "Tears Are Not Enough" was a better written song than "We Are the World." That's just useless knowledge. That's not knowledge. I guess it's an opinion.
Yeah,
but
it's
you remember the song?
Trivia, man.
Don't
trivia.
you know? Tears are not enough. That Geddy
I
Lee
don't
in
know,
there.
man.
We left Geddy Lee out of it. That's Rush. Right?
Oh, wow.
The country that gave us Rush and Triumph.
Oh, I used to love me some Triumph.
Somebody's out there somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Dude was a killer guitar player.
Yep. So anyhow, so Canada says, all right, we're gonna pretend we didn't do any of this, and
That's right.
let's pretend. Yeah, that's it. Like, let's pretend none of this stuff.
Yeah, we're all good. Y'all just hit the streets.
Mostly,
whatever,
we need you to
food.
put money back in the banks. That's actually what's happening in Canada.
Yeah.
So many people say, whoa, hang on. You can do what? You can just say, oh, I can't have my money no more. So I mean,
It'd be my money.
Billions of Canadians putting money in American banks, and that's they're up there going, we can't do that. So they changed that. But then while we're doing that, then last week you were in your office and I had you try to find Ukraine on a map.
Yeah, I found it right after. It was mirror image. It was throwing me off, man.
Thankfully, you aren't on the. You're not on the defense team.
Maybe I was. Maybe I was.
Counterintelligence Seminole right there saying, I was just playing dumb. And let me say, you played it well, bro.
Well, I do it a lot. I've got a lot of practice.
CIA got nothing on you. So, and that's the thing. So we're doing this on a Friday. And so it's going to air a couple of days later. So who knows what happens between now and then?
Yeah.
That's one of those.
We could all be going.
I don't know if all of us, maybe. It might be dark.
I could have retaken Nova Scotia.
That's right. Get a bunch of.
I'm getting a crew together, man.
Get a bunch of coon asses going. If that's how we're going to play this game, take back Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Just bring a lot of beer for the trip. That's it's a long ways, right? Could you find Nova Scotia on a map?
Yes, man. Yes.
What'd you say?
It's up there north of Maine.
So it's up there somewhere.
Yeah, it's south of Greenland.
Bruh, if you're looking for those, you just head north until it's so cold. Until it's so cold, you don't want to go no more. Of course, I'd stop in Georgia. I'd say, it's cold enough for me.
Yeah, I might get to, Mississippi line. That's about as far as I'm going.
It's cold enough for me here today. We're like,
Dude, it was 80 here yesterday.
get ready.
It's in the 40s this morning.
Yeah. It's said this before. I can tell before I even look at the temperature. I can usually tell roughly what it is by my cat's reaction in the morning. You open the door, and it's if she's out there 5 seconds, comes back in, I know it's somewhere south of 40. She's like, no, that's good. Cat's like, I prefer to take a dump outside, but if I got to do it in the box, I will.
You're still speaking of the cat, right?
I'm not. Well, it depends how cold it gets, man. Yeah, depends. We got indoor plumbing, us.
Yeah, why not, man?
I got 4 toilets in this house. I think 3 work right now. I don't know what.
All you need is one.
Yeah, and they all work. It's you ever have? You've said before that you are. What is it? You're more late. You're cheaper than lazy.
Cheaper than I am lazy.
So you'll fix stuff. So one of the upstairs bathrooms has a toilet that the whatever the float, the thing that
that floats.
And I've changed it a few times, and so it gets stuck. So it works, flushes fine, but then the thing won't.
And the water will keep running.
No, it won't run. So in other words, you have to sort of, if you tap on it, it fills up again.
Yeah, I got a problem. I got that problem. One of mine.
Yeah, so I try, and you try jerry rig it a little bit, and
I just jiggle the handle.
Oh no, it doesn't work that way. It's not the handle. It's the actual. It's inside the tank, the float. That so you flush. It goes. Plumbing lessons with Dave and Juan from
what can you not learn here?
Exactly. You're welcome.
Geography, plumbing.
That's right.
World peace.
We go from Canada's fiasco to the world at war to we're talking toilets now. And so anyway, so that the float, and it's not the ball. The old days we had the ball.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's one of these cylinders that
goes up and down.
So you flush and it goes down. It doesn't go down. It basically, right. So it flushes. You get a good flush, but it doesn't fill up.
But it thinks that it's already full.
Yes, you have to tap it and it runs. So not the worst, you know what I'm saying? It's a first world problem. Yeah. Okay. They got people right now digging holes, right? It's a first world problem. But, and I even had, and this is how I'm terrible this way. I bought the part, it's been on the stairs. My wife can verify. She's probably furious. It's been sitting. I put it on the stairs. My to-do list ends up building up on the stairs on the way up to my office.
My daughter's, that's her list.
That's her list. Yeah.
So if it's on the stairs, it's close to being picked up.
Right. That's universal. That's universal. I mean, I guarantee you we have some shoes on the stairs right now that.
No, yeah. Well, I like to say, my house, flat surface equals storage.
There you go. But anyway, it's been sitting there. So I got the part to change it, but it's a pain in the neck, man. I'm sure you've done that. You got to kind of crawl behind the toilet. You got to shut the water off. Hope you don't break it when you're shutting it off, because then it's like, right. That's my first fear. Whenever I start messing with plumbing, it's like, okay, if I break this, what's the next stop? And if I break that, then I got to shut the water off to the house. But you got to crawl behind a toilet. You got to do so. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's annoying.
But it's not, it's not functioning, but. Yeah.
Well, here's what I do. Here's how redneck I am. I just took the lid off the back.
Because
it's not my bathroom. This is the one that my college son, when he comes home for the weekend, that's his bathroom. So I basically got him coached on, hey, bro, just tap on that.
Yeah. And in the meantime, he's learning plumbing.
He's not. He's not. He don't care. He's like, all right, what I got to do? Yeah, just tap on that. No. So I've had an uncovered toilet now. And that's the thing about, we joke, 2-story house. My wife never comes up here. I mean, she doesn't. She, every now and then, because every now and then she'll say something or ask something. I'll start laughing. Like, when's the last time you went upstairs?
I come up once a week, man.
That's
for the podcast.
Up to the Dave and Juan's Baton Rouge studio. But
yeah, my oldest son stayed here the other night, and one of those things. 9 o'clock, he says, hey, I'm in there. It's cool if I stay there. I said, yeah. So from downstairs, I texted my daughter and said, hey, go make sure there's like a pillow and a blanket in that extra room.
Company's coming over. Not really company. Yeah.
But
yes, it's your son.
Close enough.
Huh?
Yeah, close enough to company, but I'm still not going upstairs.
Yeah, different levels, right? My wife, I don't fret if it's a friend or relative. Don't get me wrong. You want to make sure they have like blankets and
Mhm.
whatever. But man, we get company coming over. It's a full day or 2 day process. I mean, like
Oh,
I guarantee you the Hilton Garden Inn doesn't put as much time getting a room ready as and almost when people visit, if they're going to stay over, I almost want to walk around and give them a tour. Shit, I want you to know. I want you to
yeah,
know the
years
work.
ago, like for years, we did like an open house or not like a little Christmas party every year at the house. And
Yeah.
that was the cleanest my house ever was for, 20 minutes. And
I
people
mean,
come in and trash it. And
there you go. Yeah, but it looked good for that long.
that's
But
right. We'll clean this sucker again next year.
okay, so we've gone from the world at war to toilets
Plumbing,
and keeping our house clean. But
laziness.
yeah, so we'll see. Now that you were saying what's interesting, it depends. Well, let me go back to this. And this is what we're talking about before we hit record. I think what we're figuring out, and folks out there, if you haven't caught up to this, you can't trust anybody.
No.
Us, like the people on your screen or in yours, you can trust us.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's a
Look,
sad commentary on the world.
we may be wrong, but we meant that bleep. Okay. I mean, that's
yeah. We didn't make it up to
that's right.
you.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. We're not being paid to say things are a certain way because it's just absolute nonsense. And there are people that I used to listen to, that I used to read, that I always thought, that's been the great thing. I think maybe with all the turmoil of the last few years, I think it's sort of shaken people where, we all end up falling on one side or the other a lot of times on a lot of things. It's whether it's sports or whatever and politics, and you get into that. But then I realized, oh, wait a minute. They're all full of it. They're all like, even my side, like who I thought was my side. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I saw something, and again, this is 36 hours after Russia has started its invasion. That it is slowing down as though that's some sort of victory. It's like, well, slowing down. What do you mean? It just started. How can there's nobody stopping them? If they're slowing down, it's because they chose to slow down.
Last time you drove to Piggly Wiggly, as you approached the Piggly Wiggly, what did you do?
I was just amazed because there aren't any Piggly Wigglies in Louisiana.
I'm talking to the Georgia peeps out there. I think they still got Piggly Wigglies. I don't know. I just like Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly and Winn Dixie. That's a bet. Now they're still Winn Dixies.
Yeah, we have a few Winn Dixies, but I get your point.
So as you're approaching,
I didn't drive through the store.
No, you didn't. You got there and you slowed down and you right. You looked around. Of course, it's gonna
accomplish my goal.
Of course, it's gonna slow down. What's interesting to me is I'm watching on TV. And this is when people are there are cultures that are wired, predisposed to fight. And there are some that I guess aren't. Well, apparently the Ukrainian culture, them some fighters.
Yeah. 90,000. Yeah, we got 10.
You see where they came out and said, yeah, men between the ages of 18 and 60, y'all can't leave. Like everybody's heading for the borders. They're basically, no. And then they're pulling up with trucks and handing out rifles.
Yeah. So,
which here's the deal. Now, don't get me wrong, man. Don't get me wrong. Maybe they're trained. I don't know. There are countries, isn't it? Is it Sweden that everybody you do military service and then they issue you a rifle and it's part of the culture. But I mean, I want to say, it's not Switzerland.
Yeah, I'd like to be trained. I mean, I would like to think that the people who are doing this are trained.
Well, that's my thing. That's one thing I'm thinking. I was like, man, listen, because I know some of the people that I'm around, don't give that dude a gun. I'm far
take my chances with the enemy.
I'm in far more danger with this couillon being right. No. Hey, he's just gonna shoot stuff to shoot stuff. He's gonna get bored. And
just a squirrel.
And my cousin used to be that way. God love him. My cousin Scott. We would, and this is different times, right? I'm paranoid about stuff and with your kids and keeping them safe. And when we were younger, 10, 11, 12 shotguns. And we'd go hunting. right?
Yeah, we
And,
shoot birds.
well, I still remember on one trip, and it was myself and my cousin Scott, I think was to my right, and I must have been my cousin Brian or somebody to the left. And I think there's three of us, may have been an extra one. And man, something took off, something flew, something happened to the left of me. Unfortunately, my cousin was to the right of me. You ever had a shotgun fired right above your head?
No, I can honestly say no.
Yeah. Impulse control was not high.
Not his forte.
Ooh, no.
Did you make it in time to duck?
I don't think so. I mean, I know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see it. Like, I just know all of a sudden.
You just heard it, I'm sure.
More like felt it, dude. And that's another thing too. It's amazing that any of us, I don't know, you might not have, can still hear. It's like,
I don't know that I do.
Do the older we get, yeah, I don't think your ears should get more sensitive as you get older. But I know younger, we hunted and shot. We never had ear protection.
No.
Now
you see people like kids that they'll go to a ball game with headphones on. Like, yeah,
I will. Hey, when I go to concerts now, I don't always, but I'll keep earplugs or something in my pocket in case.
Yeah, like some little orange foam ones. Like
yeah,
construction site.
Just enough to keep the main damage away. But and then all the years in radio.
Yeah, you got all this stuff slapped onto your head,
blasting in your ears for probably 10 years. I probably had 10 years of just nonstop. And I think I can hear. I don't know.
And let me tell you, we played our radios just as loud in the car as they do now. We just didn't have the heavy bass speakers in the trunk. I
don't get that.
Nah,
I really don't. I really don't. And look, that's not just me being the cranky old guy, although I'll be the cranky old guy. But if it's causing me pain from my car,
3 cars down.
Yeah. Like you're 30 feet from me. Yeah. And I got my window up and I'm feeling uncomfortable. Like, what's it like in that car? What are you?
Yeah, I can't imagine it's good other than to sit down and say, man, this is loud.
Bruh.
Check this out.
Bro, it rattles the windows. It shakes. It shakes everything. Well, there you go. Yeah.
You do you.
Enjoy those ears while you have them, folks.
Yeah, just don't do it next to me.
What? Huh? Oh, that was loud.
Yeah.
In the old days, you show up at a concert, you just see a wall of speakers. You're like, oh man, that's awesome. That's so awesome. It's a wall of speakers. Now I walk in anywhere with a wall of speakers. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah, can I get away from that?
If I don't have earplugs, I'm tearing pieces of them. You got a napkin? Give me something. I don't care. I don't care what this looks like. I'm gonna have paper sticking out of my ears, but speaking of stuff sticking out of your ears, Mardi Gras. I have no idea why I thought that would tie in, but yeah, it's
because you thought it would. So it does.
There you go. So we're doing this right as the last weekend of Mardi Gras ramps up. So this should air, I guess.
This will air on Lundi Gras.
So those of you that are still around, so you're sober enough, enjoying your king cake and your whatever.
Yeah, and hope you didn't go to New Orleans and get injured, or if you did, praying for your recovery.
Either congratulations on a great weekend, or man, we're so sorry about that.
And, as you lead into what I like to call, the Catholic New Year.
Catholic New Year, huh?
Lent, so you can give up something. Maybe you can give up, doing stuff so you got more time to hang out with us here.
They say you give something up, or maybe you just take
do a little something extra.
Do a little something extra. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to keep my head ducked here this year and see what happens. I don't know.
Mardi Gras still, I've never been a huge parade person. I would go to New Orleans more to watch the human debauchery walking around than a parade. But I also do the whole deal where I was on a conference call today with somebody from Minnesota, and they were asking me about it. And I said, year after year, I said, what? I'm not going to a parade. If I go to parade, I'm not catching any stupid bead crap or whatever. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you're there, get out of the way. I got to get that.
No, step on a kid's hand.
Right. In a minute, knock them to the curb.
Teach your kids not to put their hands down.
Right,
That's actually.
Yeah, if I knocked you under the wheel, hey man, what the hell are you doing so close to the wheel?
Ooh, okay. All right. True. Exactly what you say. I'm the same way. I'm man. I don't care. And they start throwing, it becomes a competition. And then then you're like, well, you didn't throw what? Why you didn't throw me something? Like, yeah. Nobody spotting their friends.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's when you got to be careful is when they're like, oh, they spot somebody.
And they'll drill you. And if you're,
the people that just start throwing bags. I've been there. Sometimes people just start throwing bags. They're not even pulling things out anymore. They're just throwing bags of stuff at people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right.
Yeah, we go to Thibodeau every year.
You go where?
And in Thibodeau.
Oh, you need to go to my mom's house, man.
Yeah, well,
going this year
down the street from there. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Seriously, they've got they're grilling, they're cooking.
She's right on the route.
Get over there. Get over to Casa del Martin, man.
Well, then after we always catch so much, then you got to leave it there and go get the car because they can't carry it all to the car.
Oh.
And then carry it all to the garbage can when I get home.
Or you just give it to somebody else who rides.
Yeah, that's what we always do. Somebody who's gonna be in the parade next year.
Yeah. I'm not a big. I want to try. We couldn't do it this year just for timing. I would like to be there now. Like I'd go to Thibodeau just because we got the house right there. So it's because that's how I want to see a parade. I don't want to drive to it.
Right.
I don't
just
want
go
to
back
park.
in your house.
If I need a bathroom, need a beer, you can bring beers, but just and I get it. I actually like them more. And I got friends, watch on Facebook, everybody. Of course, I got so many friends that are riding in Endymion and they Mardi Gras to them is like that. The parade is huge, but it's like it's a several day event before they're all doing, so they say, well, ride in this parade. It costs, this is what it costs. Like whatever they tell you it costs times.
Right. Because you got to pay the crew fee.
Well,
and then you got to buy the beads.
Well, and then it's just the stuff before. I mean, your hotels, but I get it. It's
but I mean, being in a parade in New Orleans, one of those big cruises, it's thousands upon thousands of dollars.
It's like an annual vacation for a lot of them, but it's great. I'm glad they do it. I enjoy seeing it from afar. If I could swing, if there was some way to airdrop me into New Orleans without me having to get to New Orleans, right, and be able to watch everything. See, I'm not a big fan of humanity. Right? I'm not.
No. That's the whole deal.
When I find myself looking around saying, I'm kind of like thick inhumanity right here.
It's depressing.
I'm just standing with a few thousand people, and I bet you maybe 10 I like. Maybe. Yeah. If I interviewed the 2,000 people,
dude, I don't like 10 people in the world, so the chance of them all being in one place is
Now I can tolerate. See, that's the thing, right? I got an expanding ring of tolerance. I can get along. Mine
just goes I don't know. I try to restrain on a regular basis. The last week though, my daughter had a swim meet and it was like all weekend long. And I'm not a rule follower. I follow rules.
That's shocking.
I don't like rules for the sake that are dumb rules or for the sake of rules. So they're sending out stuff like a week in advance that says, oh, the parents have to stand up. I'm freaking at this swim meet for 3 days. Okay. The swimmers get to stay in the bleachers. And I think it was something because, they didn't want, it was for the privacy of the swimmers or that,
oh, wait, when you say stand up, you mean they're not talking about stand up while the kids are racing. They mean
stand up the whole time as opposed to sitting on the bleachers. And I'm sitting there like, well, let them cover up if forget that deal. And my wife is the rule follower. So I'm telling her the whole time, I said, I don't care. I'm sitting in the bleachers. And then like the day before she wake up and she says, oh, just got an email. We can sit in the bleachers. I said, I was never not sitting in the bleachers. But
now to tick you off, right? Like, no, I was looking forward.
Right. I was going to dare somebody to tell me to get out of the bleachers.
That's when you have to, hey, look, that's when you bring your pink Chuck Taylors in a separate bag.
Hey, that's right. I'm going to drop these boys on and drop them on you.
Were you at the Iron Horse when I put this upside somebody's head? I don't think you were. Just saying. Don't make me go to the bag. Don't make me go to the bag.
It basically what happens is like if your kids, people sit in the bleachers, then if your kids swimming, you kind of walk up to the front of the bleachers to watch.
The scream. Go, babe. Go, babe.
So there was this group, I don't know, 4 or 5 people just in the front of me. And
that's a bad place to be.
Yeah, and I'm watching them and just getting more and more annoyed. Now, my daughter's not about to swim. Yeah. Probably got a good another hour before she swims. But I said, if they don't freaking move, I'm going to tell them something. And I keep watching and I let it go a little longer and then I let it go a little longer. And finally I said, forget that. I'm going to tell them something. So I just going to say, ladies, if you don't mind, you're really supposed to kind of rotate out when your kid's not swimming. And I've noticed y'all have been here y'all got a lot of children.
Unless you're the Waltons, I think you need to move it along there, Toots. I'm
thinking, well, there's one lady just turned.
Hey, excuse me, before I start, can I call you Toots?
Yeah. Hey,
may I refer to you as Bab, Toots, Shy?
So I said, ladies.
Ladies.
And then one just turned and got in my face.
Nice.
And said, let me tell you, when all these other people move, then I'm gonna move. I said, so since they're being jerks, you're gonna be a jerk? When all these other, you gonna tell all them? I said, they're not blocking me. Yeah, I'm just asking you. Yeah, I said, I'm asking politely. Just tell me no. But just going on and on and on. So so I said a word to her that begins with the same letter as babe, but it wasn't babe.
Okay. There you go.
Then I walked away.
There you go.
And then later that night, her teenage daughter, who was also there, I see her, or she saw me in the lobby and came up to me and said, I just wanted to compliment you on being such a hypocrite. Whoa. I said, I beg your pardon? Whoa. And so she went on to say that, you weren't supposed to be in the bleachers, but you were in the bleachers the whole time. And I noticed you were there. And I said, well, what if?
Wait. You didn't say, you get the email?
I said, you better go check your email. I got an email yesterday that said I could be in the bleachers.
And that's when you say, that's when you tell them, I wish you were a boy.
Yeah. And I said, well, you might ought to, respect people. And she said, you earn respect. Yeah.
Dude, what are you doing? I mean, do me a favor next time, pull your phone out and film this, because this is like.
So, wow. Well, then she dropped the word on me that didn't begin with the letter F. It was a few letters farther down the alphabet.
Man, look, don't make me guess, but so you're having a dispute with a high school girl?
Yeah, I think it was her mother that jumped in my face.
Right, but this is later on.
This is later on.
Man, that's when you tell him, I wish you were a boy, and I'd ask you, when's your 18th birthday?
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between when I can go upside your head legally and not legally. Yeah. I don't even know what the rule is. If an underage person swings at you, can you take them down? Is that?
I don't know. I thought about
to ask my friend James. My friend James is a cop.
My
friend James, I asked him, like, what's the rule on that? If a minor swings at you, do they need to make contact before you can take them out? Or
if I'd have ducked,
Now, an 18-year-old, I don't think you can do it with a woman anyway. Or I don't know how that works. I'm not encouraging folks. I'm not encouraging.
I didn't cuss her back though. So,
but in a hotel lobby, huh?
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah,
so how'd it end? You wish her a nice day?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, catch Dave and Juan on Monday.
Hey, good luck to whoever you're here to support.
You said she was a swimmer?
This girl, I think, had a sibling that was a swimmer.
Oh, okay. And Juan, spreading the love.
That's right, man.
Come on, Dave. Juan. I was going to tell you need to protect the Dave and Juan brand, but I think you were pretty much on brand right there.
That's right. Yeah, I was there.
So did you have to meet again the next day?
Yeah, I saw her again.
Nice.
Yeah. This is like the first night. It was a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday meet.
Oh, so you started it early.
I saw her every day.
All right. But here's what at the end you should have walked. So they weren't on your team. on your squad.
No,
Nobody.
no.
Because your daughter like wiped the meat with these losers. I mean,
She did, man. And I tell people all the time, I said, I know when you look at this physique, you think, man, that guy had to have created an elite swimmer.
That's dude. When I look at you, I think that. I think,
that's
man,
right. It's a natural.
That dude has spawned some world-class athletes right there.
Right. So,
I mean, so how many?
I have. She did good. So it was a state swim meet. She was in 6 and it's for like age group, so it was 14 and under. So she was in 6 individual events, which is the most you can be in, and most people don't qualify to be in 6. You got to get hit time to be in the event. And 4 relays, and so she
swam in 10 events.
She swam in 10 events, including preliminaries.
Jeez.
So yeah, she was a little tired, not as tired as me. After being there all weekend.
Yeah, because you're starting fights with moms.
No, but she came out first in all 10. So
all 10.
So,
dude, that's Michael Phelps. That's Mark Spitz, who a lot of folks out there have no idea who Mark Spitz is, but man, good deal. Congrats.
Thank you. I will pass that on to her because I've done that.
No, I'm not congratulating her. I'm congratulating you. None of this happens without you, Juan.
The type of I like to do, like, I've read stuff that when Archie Manning went to his kids' sporting event, he just sat in the top bleacher and he just kind of mind his own business. I like to do that role, but I like to criticize the other people. I don't like to walk around and praise my own child.
You think Archie Manning ever walked up to some moms and said, "Could y'all get your butts out of the way?" You think Archie Manning ever had somebody's sister?
As I said, except for that part. Except for that
cost them in the hotel lobby.
Yeah,
that's all right. Manning's ain't nothing, man. Your daughter already passed them. 14. How old is she?
14.
14. There you go. Wait for the scholarship.
Now they're going to move her up to a team that's going to have practice at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Now you got to put an end to that right there. And that's when.
Well, I told her, I said, you have to drive. I'm sorry, illegal or not, I can't get up that early.
Legal or not, I'm gonna buy you a horse. Right.
That's right. It's just, what about a golf cart? Just leave 45 minutes early.
That's when you say, Beb, I want you to chase your dreams, that you're gonna have to chase them in another year or two.
Chase them on foot.
I ain't getting up that early, man. I mean, just well, that's good. The good stuff ahead, and so we'll start bringing mace or non-lethal deterrents just in case these things.
Okay.
These things happen again. That's why you're so mean, because your daughter's good. That's what he's going to chalk that guy. That guy, his daughter swims fast, and he thinks he's all dad him. That's what they're thinking. I'm gonna go tell him something.
Yeah, that's right.
Sitting in the bleachers. You're not supposed to be in the bleachers.
Well, hadn't moved 3 days.
Well, there you go.
Ain't rotating.
And bro, while you were doing that, the world was at war.
Yeah, that's it. So, and probably that was my fault too.
Well, you know what else was going on? So, this was, I don't even know. It's not really a funny story, but it's a bizarro story. Did you see this happened? I guess it was last week. Everything gets sort of lost with pretty big events going on. Yeah. This cargo ship off the coast of wherever it is, that's got 170 something Bentleys, not exactly in, and hundreds of Porsches.
Yep.
And it's on fire. The ship is on fire because because what's on fire? What caught fire on that damn boat? Electric car batteries.
Was that it?
That's it. They had to get they had to get the crew off because they can't put those things out. They electric car batteries. Man, look, who knew when those things go up, they stay up. You can't put it out with water. Literally, you cannot put one of these things out with water. You got to have other. It's insane. But yeah, so there's massive shit. I gotta look it up and see what. I'm not gonna look it up now. So by the time it's still burning. But yeah, it's like. So if you I didn't know
waiting on one of those. It ain't coming.
Yeah, if you might want to call you Ben. I know a lot of Dave and Juan listeners drive Bentleys, and you may want to check on your order because I think it might be on fire.
A little delayed.
if you get your Bentley or your Porsche in and
yeah, see if it passes the smell test.
Man, my car smells. What's that?
They've been burning rubber.
Somebody's been smoking in your car? No, dude. It sat on a burning ship for like 2 weeks.
They weren't smoking in it. They were smoking around it, though.
That's right. It's them electric car batteries. They caught fire. I don't know why.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's not ever ready.
Gonna complain about the smoke. So, yeah. Also got Facebook checked this week. That hadn't happened in a while. It was an article, and it's true. It's something because I've been reading about this for a while, and it's with the CDC, our favorite our favorite
organization.
Our favorite organization was CDC.
Lives.
I mean, CDC and NATO, they're right there. They're right there. So
apparently CDC's cutting back on some of those mask mandates.
Oh, well, here's what they did. They came out and without really making a big deal about it, they just did it and people pay attention and they watched it. They lowered the standard for children that they like. So there are things with children in speech development that at certain ages, they're supposed to be able to say no and say so many words. And that's one of the ways, it's a very important way in child development to understand if there's any kind of issues and you get on them early, because guess what? Child development, the earlier you can discover that there may be an issue, the earlier you can help them with it.
You can fix it.
And you can literally
so much more in those.
You can literally improve a child's life by being able to, help them when they need it. Well, guess what's happening from all these kids, these children, these 2-year-olds and stuff wearing masks? Well, they're incredibly falling behind, and they're finding that speech therapists everywhere are like, they're seeing stuff they've never seen because everybody's behind. So what the CDC did was they lowered the standard, right? So, because otherwise, if you're going by the standard, everybody's going to be right. It's like grading on the curve, and they just lowered the curve, and that's what the column was about. I didn't write it; it was just basically pointing out that, hey, might be a red flag when, right, sort of an admission that, man, we screwed up a lot of people. Y'all don't look, we're going to lower the level, right? So I just put that out there, just because it annoyed me. It just struck a nerve and it ticked me off. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to put that out. And I think I even put when I put it, I know this is going to get blocked.
Oh, I did. Yeah. You did.
Well, I get something this morning, it's been found partially wrong and fact checked and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you got to be. So I tried to repost it to say, told you, then you have to go through all kinds of things to whether you do that or not. But here's what we've joked about this before. It's gotten down to the point that the one sure way to know that something is true is if Facebook slaps a fact check on it.
Yeah.
Right. If I see anything with a fact check on it, I'm thinking,
that's validation.
You ain't lying. That's all I want to read. A lot of times they'll put stuff there. They stick that on there so to supposedly keep you from looking at it. That's all I want to read.
Right. Maybe we should start a page that is just, Facebook fact-checked articles.
And then they went to court, didn't they? This happened like recently where they admitted, no, it's not really a fact check. It's like an opinion deal.
It's like,
wait a minute. Yeah. How does that work? Why you call it a fact check? What?
My opinion. This is, in fact, my opinion.
Yeah. Well, look, the fact was those ladies were blocking your view.
That's right.
Your opinion was they're rude.
Yes.
Their opinion was you need to go.
Yeah.
You need to go bleep yourself is what their opinion was.
Yeah, that was a strong opinion.
But bro,
I'm sure others have that opinion. They were just the only ones who voiced that night.
Was it a consensus opinion? Because did they have a quorum?
Yeah.
Did they take a vote?
Yep. But I could say more, but I won't, because that'll get fact checked.
Come on now, man. We're just knocking.
Our old radio station is celebrating 50 years.
Our first radio station. I think
our first radio station. Yeah, where we
50?
met.
50?
50.
50 years.
KNSU and KVFG radio station at Nichols. So apparently they're doing some sort of documentary video on it that they were missing some very important parts.
Oh, look, if the fact that you and I were not contacted before this weekend. Are you kidding me? I mean, like the most important era of, and I'm not just saying because we were there, although
it was a big part of it.
Big part of it. But man, our boy DP and Rick and whom I'm forgetting, Jason, even JTO out there.
Jason, Frank Smith, the rock and roll rebel.
He came right before me. I knew him a little bit.
Mark Harrington.
Harrington,
who's an author now.
I remember that. We said that on a much earlier episode because I remember the joke. You remember the joke I said when you said he was an author? And I said I didn't think he could read. Still funny. Shout out, Mark. Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So,
Mark's the guy that gave me the name Delirious because he just ran out of names. Went through every D word until he got to Delirious, and then just that's it. That's what I'm sticking with. So yeah, what are they doing? They're putting together I
think like a documentary or something. And a documentary is probably a loose term. Theirs, not mine. I guess on the radio station, and but so being the public servant that I am, I injected myself into that, and will certainly secure spots for you and I. As the ladies at the swim meet can attest. You don't mind inserting, right? And hey, you just I see an opening, I'm there.
I'm rubbing off on you, man. Yeah, I just want to help. I just want to help. I just go around saying, I want this thing to be as good as it can be. Because I saw the video. How can that happen? Exactly. I saw the initial video. They had the initial video, little clip coming soon thing on Facebook. I'm looking at it going, all right. And then it kind of ended and went, oh man. I bet you I can do a better one and not put anything you put in there. Yeah. So, we even got some people in our area that are still doing this. More to come on that, man. Yeah. We got stories. Yeah. We got stories. Let me tell you about the time several times I had the Nickel State phone system shut down. Right. Yeah. The cops called on you, man. Cops called on me, bruh. Come on. We could tell them about all the cool stuff at the lip sync contest. Oh man, the lip sync stories alone. There's still controversy going out there about the lip sync contest and the $500 prize, which that was a big man. $500 prize. Dude, that was some jack. Back in the that was like that was tuition for a year. Man, look, that was big. That was big. We need to tell that story about how how the person ended up winning was nobody's choice, but there was an internal fight backstage between the judges because one liked somebody and one liked somebody else. So they sabotaged each other. They gave their favorite a high score. They gave the person that they knew was the second best a low score. They both did that. They brought the total scores down, and this young, and I say a young talent. I forget who won, but I remember the person that won. I mean, they were good. There was the finals. They were not the best thing there. They ended up getting it. And I think you were in the room, right? I'm sure I was. Okay. Probably, I remember because I was emceeing that. I was emceeing that stupid thing. And I remember saying when they said, oh, this is the winner. I was like, no. You can't give the biggest prize to the person that nobody in this room thinks was the best out there. And then it was that guy. Don't say his name, but the coked up guy. IE. Was that IE guy? I don't remember him doing. Okay, never mind. That guy. Now, I don't know if he was coked up at the time, but he all of a sudden, I guess he was in management or something. He kind of bowed up and like, we're going to give it to the person that, and then I had to go out there and announce that crap. You taking the tomatoes. I know. I got to be the one that walks out there and tells the room, you're not going to like this. I don't think I said it that way, but well, I'm just here to read the votes. I'm not here to, I don't know that we need to tell that story now that anybody had pictures back then. That's the other thing too. That's why I have some pictures from it, but not. But that's why I think everybody it's all skewed. Everybody thinks everything current is so much is better and whatever because they document it all. Then but also thank God. Some of that stuff back in the day was not documented. Right, because now you can deny it, plausible deniability. I can, make the story better. Yeah, exactly. But no, it wasn't happening. So we got those stories we can share. Heck, we can just clip this and send it to them right there. That's right. This is right like this should be in the KNSU museum. The time I turned Nickel State into a stereo. Couldn't do that anymore because one of my speakers is gone. Long haul. Long haul. They blew that baby. You blew the speaker before they blew the building. That's right. Could tell them about that. Oh man.
Something else we talked last week about the girl taking a pie in the face.
Yeah.
Thanks to Rick, I had her name wrong, but I remember it now. It's her name is Jessica Justclair. I'm looking at and I looked her up. She is now a professor. She's a PhD at Elon University. Who not too long ago received a Fulbright Award to teach in China. So apparently, when I hit her in the face with that pie, it put her on the right path, man.
You knocked some sense into her.
That's right. Right. So thank you. You're welcome.
So help me out here. So the person who you really can't see, but the back of her head, the person, and we explained this before. It wasn't just Juan being some big old bully.
Right. She wasn't blocking my view or anything.
I'm about to say earlier in this episode, you may be thinking, Juan seems to have an issue with women of power. Yes. Or at least women in the way. No. That wasn't at all. So it was a bet. They lost the bet.
It was a bet. They won, or whoever. She was the editor of the newspaper. I was the manager of the radio station.
Foolish enough to bet us. Foolish enough to think on a field of athletic endeavor that they had a prayer. Please.
Yeah, not a shot.
You would think journalists would know a little more.
Right.
You would think journalists would have said,
done some research.
We ain't got a prayer here, but they didn't, and they got their butts handed to them. And part of it was you got to put a pie in the face of. So you put the pie in the face of a PhD Fulbright.
She's a PhD now and Fulbright scholar.
All right,
China.
He was going to China. You sure you want to do that?
Well, that was 2020. I don't know. I'm just reading, dude.
Oh, she may have done it already.
Yeah, like in 2020. So apparently that was the last thing she ever lost.
Going to China. Going to China might not be the problem.
Yeah,
getting back might be different.
As always, we like to set people on a path to success.
That's what this podcast is. It's a pie to the face every week. Just trying to set, because as you clean your eyes off and take the frosting out your nose, you go, I got a different perspective on life.
I can't do this anymore, man. I gotta
tighten up.
Gotta get better.
Gotta bring it. All right. I think we're getting down toward, I think we've covered.
Oh yeah. To tell you the truth, I went to Sonic again last week.
Why wouldn't you?
So this is again after I had the run-in with the lady at the swim meet. It was that same night. So of course I'm feeling a little stressed and hungry because it's now late and I hadn't eaten all day. And so I go through the drive-through at Sonic and order. And the girl says, "Okay, it'll be like 20 minutes. Is that okay?" Who the hell waits 20 minutes at Sonic?
20 minutes.
I don't mind sitting here at lunch killing an hour, but I'm not. It's 9:00 at night. No, it's not okay.
Cooking a rotisserie chicken for you? What are they doing?
I don't know. So I said, "Nah, don't worry about it." So came home and ate a bagel.
Was the Sonic especially crowded?
No, it wasn't anybody there because it's taking 20 minutes. Literally, I don't know. I didn't wait for an
explanation. They might have had two people in there.
But so the next day I'm still, jonesing for a hot dog without cheese. So I went back to a different Sonic and so ordered my hot dog with number 7 with potato tots. And the girl comes out and says, it says, okay, it's a foot-long hot dog, no cheese. And on the little wrapper, I know you never eat at Sonic, but on the little wrapper, hot dog, you can kind of see what's in there. And I said, well, maybe I'm wrong, but that pretty much looks like cheese right there to me. so she apologized, and then she, brings it back, or comes back. No.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No, I just don't like cheese on
my.
They
need the cheese. Dog. Apparently, they think you need cheese on that thing.
Well, so then she brings one that comes back, and the end of the hot dog, I don't see any chili on it. So I said, did they even freaking put chili on it? So I pulled it out of the packet while she said, hang on. And
don't you go back in there. Don't you go back in there. I'm going to inspect this hot dog.
Oops, as I hit my mic. It was just the way the whole thing was put together. And I told her, I said, man, that's a really big weenie on there. Then she got embarrassed and left. So
It's another Juan Seminole story. It starts off kind of funny and sweet and takes a little bit of a.
I took a picture of that thing, man. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay. Usually when they call it a foot-long hot dog.
This sucker was like 6 inches off the bun.
Okay, that would probably mean it was a 6-inch bun. Just saying.
A big weenie, man.
They didn't give you an 18-inch weenie at Sonic.
Here. I'm gonna find this thing on my phone.
I just send it to me. We'll throw it up here when we put it out there. I mean, they don't make 18-inch hot dogs, dude. That's not an 18-inch hot dog. It's a long.
Well, it ain't 12.
Wait a minute. I bet that's 2 weenies.
No,
you didn't even look. Did you even look?
Yeah,
I bet you that's 2 weenies. They got chili on it. You can't see where they molded them. Did you bite on a staple when you were eating it? Because they could have, You sure that wasn't 2 hot dogs together?
I don't know.
I got you doubting yourself now. I got you doubting yourself. I'm telling you, man, they don't make it. They ain't gonna give you. How long was the hot? Pull that picture up again. I know I'm gonna pull it up because I don't want to. We're not gonna pause the recording of this for me to. Okay, I'm gonna do a little study there. We're gonna take the what's the size of a potato tot and math. Yeah, I think we have to blow that picture up and do a little forensics on it.
I just want everybody to know the level of show prep that goes into this. That I actually took a picture of that freaking hot dog just so I could talk about it.
There you go, man. We've covered it all. World Wars.
Mardi Gras.
Facebook being messed up.
Weenies.
Ships on fire. I did get the other thing I did I got a text, random, because my phone number gets out there. You just get these random, whatever. And I guess somebody's trying to sell insurance. And the text is, no DUI in 6 months. You may get back over $122 or get back.
Wow.
Man, they are trolling high.
That's nice to know that if you hadn't had one in 6 months, you could say.
Or DWI. I guess they're both the same thing. DUI, depends on the state. Yeah. Hey, man, there you go. Hey.
I get one every now and then that somebody's offering to buy a house that I haven't owned in 21 years.
All the time.
And so I responded and said, hey, I hadn't owned this house in 21 years.
Make me an offer.
Just curious as to what you have that has my name connected to it. And the response was, thank you for responding. Would you mind if we get back to you in a few months?
Yeah.
To see if it's like, yeah, whatever.
We're just trolling, bro. We're just trolling. That's all we do. We're just trolling. Just trolling. Tying it all back. All right. I think it's time.
It's time.
Push the button. See it. There it is. Come get you some.
We're throwing you something, mister.
It's all we can do. Put it out there.
Catch it.
It's a buffet. Watch it like you want to watch it. Speed watch it. Reverse. Go back and make, I think it makes sense. 4 or 5 times. Oh, please study it. Take notes. Life lessons. That's why we here. You mean if Juan can create a professor with a pie, what can't he do for?
Right. Oh, man, that's some power right there.
Listen, I think she thinks about that on a regular basis, thanking you.
She's not on Facebook because if she was, I'd have told her.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to track her down. Like I said, she's at Elon University. So I may find this podcast. I may find her.
She has no idea that she's been part of the podcast since it started. She's a picture right at the beginning. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Hey guys, if you want to reach us outside of social media where everybody can get in your business, it's Dave and Juan at protonmail.com. Do we even still need to tell them all the plethora of places?
I don't know, man. Just in case. Yeah,
we're on. Throw it up there.
Yeah, you tell them. Anywhere and everywhere you can watch a podcast or listen to a podcast, we're there.
You tell them, the YouTube stuff, hey, click on that.
YouTube, Facebook, Apple
subscribe.
Podcasts, blah, 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 blah,
listen notes, just
all of them.
Dude, all of them. Think of a place where you want to watch podcasts or actually listen to podcasts, right? Go there.
Yeah. If we're not there, we'll give you a nickel.
Sometimes they hide it, but you have to click, and if you really can't find it, get out of there. Yeah, get out of there.
Well, why would you want to be there?
You drove into a bad part of town.
Yeah, find us. Not China, Japan.
Yeah.
So if you can't find it, just reach out to our listener in Japan.
Our downloader things in Japan, get them. Zealand, got it, get them. Hit him up. Hit him up. Say, where'd you get him?
We'll be in the Ukraine next week.
All right. Ukraine. We'll find it on a map for him. We've all become experts the last few days. I've been reading up. People showing stuff like, hey, did you know the history of? Why? No, I didn't. Teach me.
Yeah. My wife asked me the other day, said, well, why would Russia want to fight with Ukraine? I said, I don't know. They got some stuff over there they want. Look it up.
Everybody's got stuff over there they want.
Yeah, that's all I know. That's all I know.
You're like, the world is complicated.
Yeah.
That's an answer, right?
More complicated than I got time to explain.
I got a friend that does that all the time. Whenever he doesn't want to argue something or I think he knows he's wrong, there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts there. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Gets it going. That's a good non-argument. It's a lot of moving parts. Anybody said, well, it's complicated. Okay. You just told me you don't know. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. It's not complicated. Everybody, it's not a suggestion. It's not a recommendation. It's not a hint. We're not hinting, right? Mandating.
That's right.
Mandating.
We don't want to have to declare, invade you or declare war.
That's right. You need to have
a fantastic week.
You need to have a fantastic week. Have the best week of your life. Best. If you listened last week and made it a point to have the best week of your life, hey, we're upping your goals.
It gets better every week.
Top it.
The more you listen, the more fantastic your life will be.
I wasn't taking credit for that, but hey, you give it, I'll take it.
Just look at the girl who got the hit with the pie. How fantastic her life has become. Thanks.
There you go. There you go. You're welcome. That said, man, we're gonna get out of here. Hey, when can they catch us again?
Monday, 7:00 ish.
That's the freshest.
That's when it's fresh, right? Just straight up the tree.
Bam.
Stem is still oozing.
Get here while the stem is oozing. On Monday at 7:00. We're out of here. Yeah, everybody, have a good one. Have a god one. I'm not even gonna edit. Have a great one.
Hey.
All right, love you, man. Bye.
Back at you. Because he also commented that they don't have live trucks anymore, so he passes gas and he told me what other kind of truck or what other kind of vehicle.
It's always good to know where Rick passes gas. There you go.
Yeah. Apparently he's proud of it. Does it a lot.
It's a lot of practice.